Welcome back to another episode of my rambles. Today's video is primarily going to be talking about imposter syndrome, as well as why you're feeling it, because I know right now I am 100% feeling like imposter syndrome. Let me give you some context, some background. Currently, I went to school for finance and I got a minor in real estate management and development, right? That was kind of what I wanted to set my expertise in, my niche in, whatever it be. Self-taught myself in real estate a lot, took some classes and kind of got the hang of things, right? And then that allowed me to purchase my first investment right as I graduated college, and then right after that, I purchased my next property the year after, and then the following year, and then again this year too, up in January, we bought our first house actually out of state in Florida, believe it or not, which was super, super exciting. More to come about the portfolio soon. But regardless, I know real estate. That's what I would like to say my expertise is in. Now, what my W-2 is, because obviously my side hustle isn't what's funding my lifestyle, right? It's quote unquote a side hustle. That's what it is. What's funding my lifestyle right now is my W-2, which is I work as an estimating specialist at the moment. More specifically, I work as an estimating specialist for a silicone company, which is very, very niched. I'm not gonna, explicitly say for which company, but you get the idea. And so, sure, you can say it falls in the finance realm, but I will say I handle a lot more unique items. I handle a lot more engineering-based items, considering that my team, the estimating team, as well as the applications engineer team, work very close and side by side with one another. So, with that being said, I've been at the company for roughly about a year, and I constantly feel like I need to do twice as much for myself to keep up, right? For me to be able to be on par with these guys, and for me to be somewhat adequate for my team, I need to do twice, 3 times, 4 times the amount of work and effort, right? Oh, okay. Nice little 600cc. I'm assuming that's a Honda. I don't know for sure. But yeah, so realistically, I'm feeling tons and tons of imposter syndrome because of the amount of effort that I need to do to keep up, and kind of the realm that I'm sitting in right now, which is clearly not real estate. So, moral of the story, I'm not sure how to, really come about this or, get over this hurdle. I still haven't gotten to that yet. This is literally what I've been feeling for the past few weeks. If somebody else is resonating with this, please definitely drop a comment below. But I think the game plan for me, at least, most likely is going to be just hunkering down, doing a little bit more work, but also potentially broadening my options, right? So my real estate is what I'm good at. Let me, take a look into the business, start seeing how I can actually start making this into a lifestyle change, how I can make the real estate become my primary source of income. So that's number one. That's obviously going to take a lot longer than the next option that I'm going to say, but that's ultimately going to be the end all be all, right? Making the real estate be the number one source of income is the end all be all. No matter what job I get, no matter where I go, no matter what company I move to, that is the end game. So that's option one. Option two, start looking for new employment, right? Start looking for niches that I can excel in and that I know that I have an expertise in, aka real estate. So prior to my employment here, I did work at a property management company, and that helped me a ton. And I've talked about it in a previous video about experience over money. And that experience at that property management company in Philadelphia helped me tremendously know the little quirks and ins and outs of Philadelphia's real estate game, and how I was able to set myself up to purchase my first property with no hiccups whatsoever. So that's obviously option number 2, and that's obviously what I need to start leading myself towards. So if anyone else is feeling this type of way, definitely please drop a comment. This is kind of more of like a ramble video, sort of like a how I'm feeling, as well as if somebody else can relate, definitely follow those 2 steps, all right? Create some sort of side hustle, or if you already have some sort of side hustle, start looking for ways to implement that, to make that more prevalent in your life, to make that more of a primary source of income. And if you can't do that right at the moment, say it's some sort of capital lock where you need more capital and you don't have enough, or it's a networking lock, or if it's a geographically location lock, whatever it is, say you can't do that right now and it takes X amount of time. In that X amount of time, potentially start looking for newer opportunities that fit your skill set, that 1, you can hone in on, 2, you're gonna become even more expertized is not the word I'm looking for, but you can be even more advanced in these in this realm that you're already niching down in, right? So it's either A, get your fucking side hustle working, or B, look for a new job, right? There's also C, which I haven't really talked about, because personally for me, I don't see it right now, and I only like to preach things that I can visualize and I can see. But C is also just hunker down and get better at what you're doing right now, right? There's other people at this company that are doing the same job. There are other people at this company that are doing this work, that understand the materials we're working with, that understand the systems and softwares that we have in place, the customers, the vendors, the business structure, whatever it is. There are other people there that know it, so why can't you? Those people are not any better than you are, so you should be able to understand it as well, right? So that's option C, and I think for me, personally, I'm going to be leaning towards option A and option B, only because I know what I want, and I don't know if this is it. So this isn't my, I'm going to quit tomorrow, fuck the world, I'm going off grid and I'm working on real estate. No, it's not that at all. But it is a little bit of a reality check. I have been slacking a little bit. I have been feeling like I've been significantly behind, right? I don't even have the words half the time, but what I'm trying to say is I feel like I've been considerably behind in my work, and I feel like I'm out of my realm, and the imposter syndrome is getting to me because, truth be told, not a lot of people know about my real estate side hustle at the office. I haven't really told many people. I've only told 2 coworkers, and even then they've graciously kept it a secret, but I haven't told anybody only because I don't know how that would affect the hierarchy in the office. Obviously I don't think anybody would fire me on the spot, or they would banish, or they would look down upon me, or they would look at me differently. No, not at all. The company culture that I work for is fantastic. It's actually great. It was a little scary at first at how nice everyone really is. But on the flip side of things, I don't want me making extra income to bite me in the ass in my current job. And so that's why I'm keeping it a secret, but I also think that's why it's eating me up, in the fact that I have expertise elsewhere. I'm not sure if it's really going to correlate right now, if it's really reflecting right now. So, not really sure. Sort of much more of a ramble than anything, but I guess 3 takeaways, if anybody here listening is going to take away something, is do what you think is best for you, right? So right now I'm kind of just listing out ideas, but the 3 top things that I personally noticed and that I personally think that are good for me are going to be: A, start getting that real estate to move. Like, I need this real estate company to start picking up ASAP. B, got to start looking for new opportunities that delve into that real estate world. Even if that means less pay, I think the experience is worthwhile, especially if you're trying to specialize in a niche. Let me say that again. The pay decrease is justified if you are trying to specialize in that niche, right? And then last but not least, I'm going to say 100% get better at what you have right now. There's no doubt in my mind that you can't do that because there are other people out there that have. Just learn from them. So those are going to be my 3 takeaways. Those are going to be the takeaways that I personally think about as well. But nonetheless, I thank you all for watching. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.